Where is it? Kenya is a country on the continent of Africa that is surrounded by five other countries. Ethiopia lies to the north of Kenya and Tanzania lies to the south. West of Kenya is Uganda, where South Sudan borders Kenya to the northwest. To the east is Somalia. To the southern coast of Kenya is on the Indian Ocean. The equator runs through Kenya, which means that Kenya does not have a seasonal bulk changes in temperature. Instead, the amount of duration of rainfall falls by changing seasons. Temperature do vary, however, with the mountains being cooler than lower places. The capital city of Kenya is Nairobi, which operated as a railway station during the construction of Kenya's rail system. Today, more than 3 million people live there. The city is the industrial center of the country, with factories that make clothing and furniture along with bread, cornmeal and other processed foods. Because of Nairobi's location near East Africa, farmers crops use raw materials do not have to travel too far to food processing factories. Nairobi is one of the few capital cities in the world with a wildlife park in its backyard. Nairobi National Park, a large-scale reserve, lies just 8 kilometers from the city. Visitors can meet lions, giraffes and various reptiles and birds. One hotel near Nairobi provides a unique experience at Giraffe Manor. Guests can eat breakfast and dinner with Rothschild giraffes. The hotel sits on a large sanctuary for this rare species of giraffe. The animals actually stick their heads through the window. People. More than 45 million people live in Kenya. It's ranked 31st in population among the world nations and includes more than 30 ethnic groups or tribes. Almost all Kenyans have African ancestry and speak the language of their tribe in addition to at least one of the national languages, English and Swahili. English is used in government, higher education, and large business cooperation. Many smaller businesses a small numbers of Kenyans have ancestors from Europe, Asia, or the Middle East. Many Kenyans also watching and playing football, which is also called soccer. Kenyan runners are renowned for competing in international races and winning gold medals at the Olympic Games. Now, a popular gameplay with wooden board that has small cover holding seeds or stone is blackjack and old alike. About 75% of Kenyans live in the countryside, where they must farm to earn a living. Uh, they grow food with their families, along with crops to sell such as tea, coffee, corn, sweet potatoes, and wheat. They also grow flowers, many of which are used to make a natural, insectable. Another Cajun crop is a sisal, a type plant with strong flavor used to make ropes and bags. Tourism is another big source of income in the country, with over a million people visiting Kenya every year. Land. The western part of Kenya contains highlands that are divided by the Great Rift Valley, a 6,437 kilometers crack in the earth crust, about 50 to 130 kilometers wide. The valley contains lakes, volcanoes, and deserts. The wall of cliffs called escarpment which rise up to 272,700 above the floor. The highlands are one of the two areas that receive good enough rain for farming. So most of Kenya's people live there. Mount Kenya in the highlands is the highest mountain in the country. Kenya's coastal lowlands also receive enough rain for farming. Coconut and cashew crops thrive in this area of country. White sand beaches and mangrove forests of the coastline. Kenya Desert, found mostly in the north and Sahara and other African deserts. A large as Sahara and another African desert. A few nomadic tribes who mainly herd western edge over the lake is Lake Turkana. Discovered the Lake Turkana, which is used to name Lake Rudolph, is the largest desert in the world. Kenya is famous for its savanna, where large herds of white beetle, zebras, gazelles, and other animals graze. Grasses of savanna grow like trees that do the landscape. Kenya grasslands are found in the areas west and east of the highlands. History was some of the earliest human left in the region. Now that the Kenya is settled in other cities, those who remarried had little interaction. Areas of the world at the edge of until century AD, when from the Middle East and Asia established trade in East Africa. For hundreds of years ago, people in ivory and other big things, people from Europe or mine, arrived in Kenya in the late 1400s. Kenya officially became a colony of the British Empire in 20. The British agreed Kenyans when they gave much of her native land to white people from the Great Britain and South America. Kenya began fighting to get its country freed from all the British rule. For a few decades, the president of Kenya has a great deal of power, and the government has only one political party. When Kenyans wanted to see an end of its equality, the president with less power, then the more people, more power. Animals. Kenya is a famous wildlife, some which is everywhere to protect its animals. Kenya has set more than 50 corporate and practical killers. Every year, millions of tourists go to leopards, using leopards as a bait for ticks. The forest elephant comes inside and environments by documents. The white rhino and she's black rhinos do not even hear well they have keep senses of smell 4,600 kilometers per hour. They can run fast as 45 minutes late. The Portuguese and other glazing animals fill Kenyan savanna. One of the most amazing sights in Africa is the manual migration. Since immigration is the migration site in all of Africa and on the animal side filled with white babies showed one of the most amazing skills in Kenyan savanna. One of the most famous reveal Africa is the annual migration. Since sites in all the Africa, one of the most amazing of wildlife and zebras. Every, every year, about 1.5 white beetles and 300,000 people migrate over 1,600 kilometers. The Sengeri is a plane to Kenya's savannah to find food and water. It's a difficult trip, and every year about 250,000 wisps die in the process along the way. Predators such as lions, leopards, cheetahs, hyenas will stop following hold. One of the most spectacular is the migration the dove in Africa. Land lions. These aggressive territorial animals stay in water by the time. But at night and other plants, sometimes they eat crops, which is the hopper and the people. Another place in Kenya has many animals too. Thousands, sometimes mil- mm, wait a minute. Oh, where is it? Thousands, sometimes millions of greater and lesser flamingos gathered on Lake Nakuru in the Great Rift Valley. The wading birds stick their hands in to feed on small plants and animals. Flamingos spend most of their time in the water, but African birds live on the land. The ostrich is the largest bird in the world. It lays the largest eggs as well. One egg can weigh 1.35 kilograms. To protect itself from a predator, ostrich may hide by stretching out on the ground. May also run away, reaching up to the speed 70 kilometers per hour. If something else fails, the ostrich can never deliver powerful kicks to defend itself. Kenya has several large dangerous predators. Two of the most harmful to humans are actually very small. The church fly and mosquito infect about 1/3 of the country that carry the disease of malaria or sleeping sickness. Sleeping sickness gets its name from the symptoms. People with the disease become very sleepy. When soots fly or mosquitoes bite a person, the insect transmit a very small organism that can cause disease. Both malaria and sleeping sickness will make people very ill. Conclusion: Kenya may be famous for its safaris and savanna, yet the country has much more to offer. The cliff of the Red Rift tower over a valley filled with life. Many of its animal species cannot be found anywhere else. Kenya's capital city is the center of industry for the whole country, exporting goods to places all over the world. Kenya is one of the world's most spectacular nations, filled with abundance of natural beauty and multiple conserving countries.